Hey everyone, to Collect Jurassic here, and I have something really cool to look at today. That's right, I have this awesome Biosyn genetic suitcase that arrived on my doorstep. Very mysterious, very cool. You can see it's got this cool like metallic finish. It's got these little locking mechanisms on it with a code. Then in the back, it's revealed it's the Jurassic World MGA's Miniverse. So inside here, I'm guessing there are at least a half a dozen of these eggs here that I've been seeing so much about from Miniverse. I've never collected Miniverse before, but when I heard they were doing Jurassic, people went crazy. And lo and behold, this thing shows up at my doorstep, and I'm excited to look at it. So stoked. Thanks again, MGA, for sending this one along. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. One last look at the box here. Again, we got the Biosyn Genetics, this really cool metallic finish. It is cardboard, believe it or not. It's just very high quality. You got the Jurassic World logo, Universal. You got like the hinge detail on the back. And then of course we have these these little like faux lock things that you can pretend to activate and then open it up. So a little sleeve here, and then we open this up and then open the lid, and you can see here, oh, looks like my camera, my camera will be fine. You can see here we got 6 of these inside, 6 different these little Miniverse pod egg things. Very cool. Excited to look what's inside there. But the box here looks like we have this cool graphic on it too that says, let me see if I can get that in camera for everybody. Here, we'll get these, we'll get our eggs out of the suitcase. Ooh, look, there's a cool little pattern back there too. Sorry, I keep calling these eggs, but they're really not eggs. They're more like, I mean, they're orbs, but I think there's like, yeah, there's all this cool stuff inside here. You can see, oh yeah, you can see the preview. It's like a little incubator. That's cool. I like the little Mr. DNA sort of illustration. But here, what I really want to do is get everyone a good look at the Welcome to MGA's Miniverse Genetics Division. You are now authorized for a limited access to Mini Asset Containment Unit. Very cool. Report your findings and share your creation by alerting official Miniverse and using the hashtag Miniverse Jurassic World. We're monitoring progress. I love it. You get the little digital kind of like, I guess, imaging of a baby raptor, looks like. And then all the ones that are available. T-Rex, Triceratops, Brachiosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Spinosaurus, Mosasaurus, Therizinosaurus, Dilophosaurus, Velociraptor, Indoraptor, Spinoceratops, and Indominus Rex. Very cool. Yeah, that's a pretty cool little packaging. Not something you can find in stores, but very cool. Cool little accessory for this. So we'll go ahead and keep it in the background here as we open up. So my plan here is, actually I know these are a little bit of a process to do. My plan was to kind of do one for everybody, and then we'll just open up the other ones off camera and kind of decide what they are, or reveal what they are, as we go, instead of having to do the same thing 6 times. I think that'll make it go a little easier, more fun to watch for everybody. But here is one of these Miniverse pieces. We got the Jurassic World logo on there, front and center, MGA's Miniverse, and then the Make It Mini Dinosaurs, the official name of this line. You can see a little rendering of that raptor, a little preview of Barbasol cancer. There's all these little accessories in here that let you build, I guess, or I guess craft or create or incubate, whatever you want to call it, these dinosaurs. So let's go ahead and open it up. Looks like this has got the little plastic here that we can literally just pull out like that. Perfect. Throw that aside. And then what you're left with is this pod right here, which looks really cool. It's got this that same sort of repeated graphic on it. Still a mystery what's inside. You can see a little bit of orange on top. But it looks like we can break this out. So kind of a double seal. So I think got that open. They're not bad to open. Sometimes these mystery things are just real tough to do, but that was pretty simple. All right. And then what we can see is we have this little incubator set, and looks like there's an egg inside as well. So let's go ahead and pop that one open. Very cool. And then who do we have inside? It looks like we have, we have another egg here. Very cool. Got a QR code on it too. I love that. That's very cool. And there's some other stuff inside here. Let me take a look. Looks like there's Maybe some things underneath here. Yep, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, there's like a bag with some stuff in here that will open. Little Biosyn Genetics seal on there. We got a little looks like a specimen container, specimen 9020. Looks like it's like a little, like in the movie, the little canister thing they pull out. So that's cool. And I didn't spend a lot of time on the egg, but it looks like it's got a little bit of even a little bit of crack in it already. But the QR code, very similar to Jurassic World. We got this nice little grass here. That's kind of fun. And then, I guess instructions. And I think, yeah, you can literally just, well, somehow this all goes together. And then tubing, I'm not sure what the tubing is for, but if we look at the instructions, and this is kind of a guide for all the different ones you can get. But if you look here, it says you literally are using a key to open the egg, mixing in 2 scoops of that stuff, filling up with liquid, putting it all in. Yeah, it looks like that's supposed to be all the way full. And then you shut it, shake it, and crack it open. Very cool. I do think there's an element of waiting involved here at the end. There's more involved instructions right here too. But let's go ahead and dive into this process and see what we got. So first things first, let me get this garbage out of here, and let's look at this bag, see what's in here, because I think that's going to be essential in doing what's inside. So we'll just snip that. Okay, and we got our egg key, we have our eyedropper, and our little and then we have our little, that's cool, look at this. It's like a little tiny DNA thing from like Jurassic Park. I love that with the color and everything. So, all right, and then yeah, I think this literally just pops in here for us to do this. I think it just becomes a little container, right? Yeah, so that pops right in there. All right, so you can see it's got a little bottom on it now. I still don't really know what this is for. It doesn't really say in the instructions what the tube is for. Okay, actually, I do think I figured out what this tube is for. I think it actually like pops on here and like becomes like this little. Yeah, this is cool. Becomes like a little, I don't know, a little like breathing hose for that. That's kind of cool. Nice little touch there I didn't realize. Okay, so we got the egg here. The first thing we're going to do, and they said be very careful not to crack the egg, is we're going to open the bottom allegedly like this. I don't know. This makes me so nervous. Okay, we've opened it up. All right, let's go ahead and put it in our little incubator situation. Okay, so we got it in, and now we're going to add 2 scoops of the DNA powder, I guess is what you call it. And this stuff is glitter, so I am like unbelievable. That's right, there's like a plastic thing on it. I'm unbelievably nervous about this because I do not like glitter. But we'll be careful. We'll try to be careful. As careful as we can be anyway. All right, get this tape off. All right, here we go. Open up. Literally do feel like I'm still in the embryos. Oh yeah, there's some blue glitter, all right. So let's see if I can set that down without knocking any out. And then we will carefully take a scoop. Oops, that wasn't a very good scoop. Take a scoop and put it in. And then we'll take, I think I got it in. Take another scoop, another generous scoop, and put it in. Okay, said just 2 scoops, so I think okay, well, what should I do with this spoon? I guess I'll just carefully set it down. Actually, I got garbage over here off camera. We'll throw it in the garbage. I'm really keen on not getting this blue glitter everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll put that back in. So you can just kind of keep it like that if you'd like. All right, so step 1's done. Step 2, we're going to be adding this sort of liquid to this. So does this have plastic on it, or does it pop open? Oh, just opens. Okay, so we pop that open. Ooh, this is filled up with liquid. Better be careful here. Take this little dripper and start sucking the liquid up. There we go. And adding it to our egg mixture. A little bit more. Doesn't look like I'm overfilling it. They said to be careful overfilling it, but definitely don't seem to be overfilling it. And then put a little bit more in. Oh, that's overfilled. Oops. Okay, so now, hopefully that's not too overfilled. We take this key, we put this back in here, and we might have overfilled it a little bit with juice, but that's okay. So then we put this, tighten this key, okay, and then we pop the key out, and I have to get this excess juice off. 1 second. Okay, I think we got that off. And now we shake this thing. Okay, shake, 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 shake. And then we crack it open and a dinosaur's born. So let's go ahead and do that. Ready? Do, 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 do. There you go. Whoa, that smashed. Wow. And what's inside? Oh my gosh, what do we got here? Oh, cool. It's a baby Brachiosaurus. Oh, I love that. I only got a little bit of the excess juice out. Nothing too bad, but wow, he's cool. And the glitter is really mixing in nicely with him. So you can literally take, so I kind of busted up this shell. I probably won't keep the pieces of the shell because it's kind of like this, just kind of like disposable plastic stuff. But I will keep this grass to display the little Oh, my poor little Brachiosaur. I love the Brachiosaur because it reminds me of this scene with Tim. So that looks awesome. Look at that. And you can display it in this little container here, and it totally looks like something you'd find in the engine lab. And then when you're done, you have all these little accessories that you can kind of go and, I don't know, I'm going to probably repurpose them for my action figure displays, maybe even my collectible displays. Like, this is cool. This is just little DNA thing is awesome. So that's pretty awesome. Then of course you have the key as well that has the Biosyn logo, which you could keep. But yeah, that's pretty cool that and then they said to just kind of let this sit for a little bit and it'll all kind of mix together and settle, allegedly, which is cool. So yeah, we'll let that sit, and I'll let it sit off camera for a little bit while we let things, I guess, settle and incubate fully. And we'll keep opening these up. So let's go ahead and open up another one and see what we got. We'll start with this one. This one looks sort of heavy. Maybe there's a carnivore inside. So let's go ahead and see what's in it. All right, we're back with our next genetic project. This one was cool because instead of the little silver kind of container, it came with the Barbasol can with the liquid in it, which you literally pull off, and it has this like little screw, and then the liquid was in there, and you took it from there. So a different shape, which was fun. So literally just this little official Barbasol can, so fun. And then the dinosaur I got, if we open up this incubation. Now, I will say this one has not appeared as nicely as the Brachiosaurus, and still really has, it's a T-Rex. Hard to see in there, but there's a T-Rex swimming around in there somewhere, and I'm hoping once this all settles, we'll be able to see him. So yeah, T-Rex was in there. So again, we'll give him time to settle along with the Brachiosaurus, and we'll bring them all back out here at the end and see how they're settled. But let's go ahead and take a look at another one of these Make It Mini Dinosaurs. All right, we are back with our next dino. This is a baby Dilophosaurus. You can see here it's still settling. There's kind of like this huge bubble in here that I'm not sure is supposed to be there, but I'm following the directions best I can. And some of these seem like they're really murky, but maybe after a while they settle. So yeah, there's the Dilophosaurus in there. You can kind of make out the frill, but you can't really see him yet. So hopefully after a while, again, this settles in. But yeah, let's go ahead and open up another one. Here we go. Looks like, yep, we got another. This one feels really heavy. So maybe there's some significant dinosaur in here, like Sinoceratops or something. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, this one I'm really excited to show you because it settled like really cool actually already. So open this up here. We got none other than Ankylosaurus, and it looks like bumpy, honestly. Tell me that's not bumpy. I mean, the horns are the same size, but it looks a lot like Bumpy. And you can see, in this case, this giant blue bubble kind of formed underneath him, but he's still in the clear, which is kind of cool. I'm trying to figure out how these things even work. I'm following the instructions, so I don't know if you're supposed to mix them really fast at first, or if you wait, it does this, because I kind of waited a little bit on this one, and I kind of like it better. So interesting, different resolves here. I feel like this one and Brachio have looked the best so far, but we'll just keep going and see what else we got. So we'll go ahead and put him to the side with the other hatchlings. And I think we have, what, we got 2 more to open, right? So let's go ahead and dive right into these last 2. Another Miniverse, Make It Mini Dinosaurs, Jurassic World. All right, we are back with another herbivore this turned out to be. Now, this is the first one where I'm like, oh, I really don't know if I did this one right, because it did kind of just, I think it's a Triceratops. It's really hard to tell because I thought I was filling it up, but apparently there's like a lot of room left in it. So, but you can see there's a baby Triceratops in there. So again, hopefully this one just keeps settling. You can see him in there better now. See, so I'm hoping he just keeps settling. I've heard people say some of these settle overnight even. So we'll just keep waiting to see what happens with this guy. But that is Triceratops. So let's go ahead and look at our last incubator here. Excited to see what it is. So let's go ahead and open up the last Make It Mini Dinosaur from Miniverse. All right, this is a cool one, and it feels kind of appropriate for the last one here. We got none other than Blue the Velociraptor. Look at this. Here is Blue the Velociraptor, and kind of a cool tall egg. A little bit different shaped than some of the other eggs. But you can see Blue here nestled in her little blue little world, sort of like that Bumpy figure, honestly, but really like that. But yeah, that's Blue. That was the last one I got, the Velociraptor Blue, rather. I think they just call it Velociraptor on the sheet, but it is Blue. But let's go ahead and get everybody else back out here, all the different ones we just hatched. We have Blue. We also have, this was our Triceratops, who's, you can see right there just how differently shaped the eggs are, right? And then we have, who else we got here? We got another fun one here. We got Bumpy. Love Bumpy. Bumpy's looking great. And then we have Dilophosaurus here. Yeah, Dilophosaurus is settling in nicely. You can start to see a little bit more of it. So yeah, I think if I just keep letting these sit for a while, they'll just get better and better. So there's Dilophosaurus, and then we have, ooh, roly-poly. Uh-oh, my incubator broke in here. I'm gonna have to fix this one. Who was this poor? Oh, this was the Brachiosaurus in the circle egg, which is super fun. I gotta say, I think out of, I just dropped Brachiosaurus. I think out of all of these, Brachiosaurus is actually my favorite. Probably just because it reminds me of that Kenner card art with Timmy looking at the Brachiosaurus, and that's basically, I feel like what this incubator is even is that. So that's a really fun one. So we'll go ahead and put that here. I'm trying to get these so we can see them all in frame. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm trying too hard. I should stand up the eggs too so everybody can see the different egg shapes, because they all do have different kind of silhouettes. Some are really big and round, some are really tall and short. All right, so that is 5 of them. Looks like we got one more to squeeze in here. Who do we got? We have, this was T-Rex. So you can see T-Rex is settling in nicely too. Sleeping Rex. So very cool. So yeah, this came with, looks like a mixture of green and blue, really. Kind of an even split, honestly, across all these. And let's see, we got Brachiosaurus, a T-Rex, Ankylosaurus, what was this one? Triceratops, and Dilophosaurus, and Blue. So nice split of I mean, a nice split of like herbivores and carnivores too, I would say. So Biosyn did great with this delivery. So yeah, these are really cool. These Make It Minis, you can see there's kind of a whole art project that goes into each one of them. As far as a toy collector goes, you know, they're not necessarily in scale with like Mattel, the figures themselves. Maybe some of these could act as like a hatchling, but the accessories, like this whole incubator deal, would be a great, a great accessory. Of course, all of these things that a few of these came with would be great Mattel figure accessories too. We got that just cool collectibles like the cryo can, which I think is a really fun addition as well. So you got a lot of cool stuff. Oh, and I almost forgot about these little DNA sample things straight from Nedry right here. These little vials that all have different specimen names on them. I mean, I'm probably going to repurpose these. I'm definitely going to repurpose these. I'm thinking about putting some kind of gel in them or something to make them look like they do in the movie. But I got 6 of them from this set, so pretty cool. Almost like a cryo can full of embryos, which is super fun. But yeah, so I mean, there's just a lot to love about these. If you like the finished product, that's cool. If you like the activity, that's cool. If you like just using the props, that's cool too. Just a lot. I mean, a lot of different audiences are going to find fun in these. I certainly have. But I mean, again, huge thanks to you know, the Miniverse team at MGA for sending this over for me to check out. Of course, Jurassic World, had to look at it for the channel, so I hope everybody here enjoyed taking a look what was in this awesome briefcase from them. But I think that's all I got. Again, I'm Tim the Collect Jurassic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.